Hello, babes. Um, I'm back. I am back. And I don't know how I feel about being back, but I'm here, right? Um, so let me share out the stream to some folks, right? Hopefully all of you are well as well. It's just been a lot going on, and I want to jump on here and talk for a few. Hey, Kat, how are you? Thank you for coming. I'm going to be doing a full face of LYS products today and just sharing a little bit about where I've been and what I've been up to. Am I dreaming? Can someone pinch me? It's been 3-4 weeks already since we last saw you. Oh my God, has it been that long? Has it been that long? Wow. Wow. Yeah. Wow. I guess it has. It's real. You're not dreaming. It's real. I'm here. I've been through a lot. It has been 3 to 4 weeks. Man. All right. Well, let's catch up on all things Brown Girl Bella. So in September, I lost a cousin. She was very young. I think she was either in her late 30s or early 40s when she passed. She had cancer, and I couldn't attend the services because they were going on while I was away on my birthday trip. So I wasn't able to go to her services. So I think that was one thing that had happened. And then off the heels of that, I found out another cousin on my father's side. This one was on my mother's side. The other one is on my father's side. And she and I were very close. She was like my big sister, my confidant, my secret teller. She was in my wedding, all the things, right? And we've been talking about getting up and seeing each other for a while. In 2022, she had bought a house, and she was like, "Cuz I bought a house. Now you got to come, you got to see it, da da da." So we had always been making plans for me to go out and see her. But, life keeps lifing and things keep moving. And, we couldn't make a time where both of us were available. Fast forward to a few weeks ago, and I got a call out the blue from one of my aunts, one of our aunts. And she was like, "I need you to go and see what's going on with your cousin and my sister," because her mom is my aunt's sister, my father's sister, all that. So we're first cousins. So I called her. I was like, "Hey, Bet, what's going on?" And we started talking, and she started telling me like what's going on. And so I flew up there, or down there, because she lives in Alabama. I flew down there, and it was serious. It was very, very serious. She had a lung disease, and we thought that we would be able to potentially get a lung transplant, which, we had hoped would save her life and give her better quality of life. But because of her size, she was very, very thin. And because of the advancement of her particular condition, we were not able to get a lung transplant. So we were making arrangements. She was still in the hospital, still under high flow of oxygen, so she couldn't be released until she had gained a little bit more weight, gotten her strength up, and she had some hurdles that she needed to complete before she was going to be able to leave the hospital. And so we were able to get her transferred from the critical care unit down to the regular unit. So we thought that was a great sign. By all accounts, it was a great sign. And we were trying to get her down from the heavy flow of the oxygen down to where she could manage it at home. And I think that's where the problem lied. I'm using all LYS products today because before I left, I had grabbed a bunch of them because, hang on, let me put some more on there. This is their Speak Love. This is the lip treatment oil, which I definitely need because my lips were very parched and dry. So this is just a clear Speak Love lip treatment oil. And for the brows, I use their Secure Brow in Soft Black. So went up there, stayed with her for a few days, and we started making arrangements because we knew that the time was near. And I had asked the doctor, even at one point, like, how long are we talking here? And he said anywhere from 2 months to 2 years. And so we're like, okay, 2 months or 2 years. That's a wide span. Mind you, she didn't even last 2 weeks. So I don't know what this guy was giving me, but he did say he was notoriously bad for giving those kind of predictions. Little did we know how truly bad he was. Anywho, I had went down there to sort of try to help her settle her affairs. I'm going to use the foundation stick from LYS, and this is in DN3, which I think is a little better than the other one that I had used, which was a deep golden 3. I think that was a little too warm for me. As you'll see, I'm going to use some on my under eyes too, because, man, I have had a lot of sleepless nights. So I went to try to help her settle her affairs, but she was so weak, babes, that we couldn't even get her to like fill out forms for the hospital, let alone try to fill out living wills and all of that. Hey, James Money, thank you so much for coming in. Guys, please thumbs up this video. I don't know, I'm going live using YouTube. And so I don't know like where all the buttons are when you do that, but hopefully you can find them and thumbs up this video. Kat says sometimes you can't predict when someone's ready and at peace with going. Yeah, I'll talk about that in a second because I think she was at peace in the end. But let me tell you what happened. So I was with her and her daughter came up, and her daughter and her spoke for a while, and she, loved her kids. She had 3 kids. She loved her children, of course. Every mother loves their children. Well, any mother who's a good mother loves their children. There's some out there that shouldn't have even procreated, but that's a topic for another day. Not going to be salty Shannon today. Um, but we were making our plans, and I was helping her to kind of make her transition. Hi, Noe. Yeah, I'm back. I'm back. Trying to catch you all up on everything that's been going on. So the last day that I was there was a Sunday, I believe. And I just had the feeling like I didn't want to go. I didn't want to go. I didn't want to leave her. But, I had this flight scheduled and, you know, folks are expecting me back home. But I really didn't want to go. I really, really didn't want to go. And so I was late getting to the hospital. And when I saw her, we were talking, same old, same old. It's like we cannot talk for weeks, months even. But when we finally start talking, it's like nothing has ever changed. Like time stood still in the span that we were not talking. And we didn't stop talking just for any like reason. It's just, life was lifing at the moment. And so we lost contact. But when we always got together, it was like instantaneous. That was how we were. And a lot of Virgos are like that. Like we don't really like, talking on the phone. We'll text, and talk that way. But when we do talk on the phone, that is the quality time. You know what I mean? That time is precious to me. And so I like to catch up. I'm with that with my bestie too. Like we don't talk every single day, but when we do talk, it's like we catch up in like 2 seconds, and then the rest of the time we're just acting a fool. So that's how we were. So on Sunday, I came in, we started talking. She was watching the football game, and I had to rush because I didn't have enough time to like really sit with her. And I was like, dang, I have to go. And she was like, oh, okay, cuz, well, I'll see you when you get back. And I just kept procrastinating. I ended up missing the flight, long story short. But I didn't go back upstairs. And I'll tell you why. When I left her for that last time, and we said, see you later, because we didn't say goodbye. We said, see you later. We always say, see you later. And we fist bumped and we did our little thing, and I kissed her on the forehead, which, I always did. And I whispered in her ear. I'm not going to tell you what I said to her in her ear, but suffice it to say, I think that got through to her. And so when I got the call, that freaking dreaded call that you get when someone has crossed over, and I was sad. I'm still sad. I was very upset that we didn't have more time, right? But God gives you the time that He gives you. And when He's ready for you to come home, you have to go. And I'm using for eyeshadow today, I'm using actually the LYS bronzer. And I like to do this even on like holiday weekends. If I'm going somewhere or if I'm going on vacation somewhere and I don't want to bring like a whole bunch of makeup, I'll bring a bronzer that I love and a highlighter that I love and use those as my shadows. It really makes a good shadow, especially when you're doing like a one and done, or you're laying the highlighter on top, which is what I'm going to do. Just using my SunYaY brush to just brush this on all over the eye. And so when I got the call, I wasn't terribly surprised, but still a shock nonetheless. And I made arrangements to go back yet again. This time to say a final farewell, final goodbye. Shannon, you experience Posey Universal du Macier de. Oh, don't translate into English. It's a weird saying from where I'm from in Canada. Okay. Thank you. I'm sure it's like, thank you. Thank you. And thanks, Kat, for sending the link. And, you're never ready, right? Even when you think you're ready, you're never ready. And I said in my speech, my reflections on her, that she was that kind of cousin that always knew your birthday, always knew like your anniversary, always knew like all your children's names. As a matter of fact, her second daughter is named Brianna after my Brianna, who I had lost. That was my first child. I had lost in 94. She was born on September 7th and she passed on September 13th. So I, have a special place in my heart for her, but really all her kids, her firstborn, Kevin, and my son, kind of grew up together, and, then Sydney and my son are close as well. And then the two girls were close, Sky and my daughter Kiara, who I lost in 2021 or 2022. Things are flying by. I tell you, I am a little more than a little. I'm not going to front. I'm out of sorts here. I'm out of my depth. I'm out of my element. This is the bronzer stick that I'm going to use to warm up my face a little bit. And I'm going to use that same brush that I used for my foundation to just blend this in. They say God doesn't give you more than you can handle. Man, I don't know why He thinks I can handle so much, but I've had so many major losses in my lifetime. And it's weird because you think about all of my aunts who are in their 70s, 80s, and 90s. And the loss that they have seen and they have experienced is unfathomable, you know, to a point where, I understand why they don't like to go to funerals, because it's a lot on the body. It's a lot on the spirit, you know, to lose someone that you're so close to in a blink of an eye, it felt like. And I don't know how my family is going to rebound from this, It's a huge blow to everyone. To me in particular, because like I said, I was close to her and, you know, I feel like I lost my sister because I did, like I said, even though she was my first cousin and like god sister, I lost my sister. So that's it. I didn't want to come and depress everybody, but I did want to explain my absence because, you know, it's hit me extremely hard. And, even today I was debating, should I go on and do a live or should I just wait and do like a Thursday, after dark, um, or what? And ultimately, I decided, yes, I will come on live and do this live today because my cousin would want me to. My cousin would want me to get on with my life. She would want me to do the things that I enjoy and that made me happy. She would want her kids to be happy and be healthy and, you know, think of her fondly, but don't overly mourn on her. Don't, spend a lot of time mourning and crying and being depressed. She wouldn't want that. So on Friday, I went to my sorority party that I was in charge of because I'm the fundraising chair. Again, didn't really want to go, but I was like, you know what? I gotta. I love blush, so we always go high and heavy on the blush. But I ended up having a good time. It was for Whine, and I'm not really a Halloween person, but we made it fun by dressing up as Black Dandy. So I had a vest with a big black rose on it. I had my leopard print blouse on and some cigarette pants and my brown suede mules. So cute. I thought I would look so dandy in my black dandy, and I had like a black feather in my hair, and I think it came out cute. I think it came out really cute. And I went and I partied for me and for her because she loved a good party. She loved a good party and a good kiki session and a good, belly laugh and all the things. And so I feel like I gave her a little bit of that on Friday, you know? So it means final push and pull, kind of like deja vu, but for death. In fact, if I took weird-ish out of the translation of the saying, it would be last push of words spoken from the angel of death. Mm. Okay. Yeah, I get it. I get it. I get it. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. And thank you for the translation. Hey TC, welcome in. Thanks for coming. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button when you come in. It'd be greatly appreciated. And I thank you in advance for your continued support. Babes, I know it's been a lot. I've been through a lot, but you know, in times like this, you discover what you're truly made of, right? And I'm made from some strong stock, baby. That's for sure. I'm made from some strong, mighty stock. And I have to believe that everything that happens for a reason. Happens for a reason, right? And despite me being sad about the loss of my cousin and me grieving for her, which ignited my grief for my daughter, because now I'm seeing my aunt, at almost 75 having to bury her daughter. Oh, oh. And to see her face. I get it, because that was my face. TC, oh, you lost 4 people and then you went to homecoming. Yeah, you got to. You have to. Because guess what? I would be sitting here in a funk, not doing any work, not, putting in any effort on my channels, not doing what I need to do to grow. And who's that helping? What's that doing? Just sitting stagnant. And there are many, many days that I have that I just don't feel like doing anything. And sometimes I give into that and I just don't want to be bothered. Man, it's tough, right? Distraught and had to represent. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yep. I needed it too. But I tell you one thing, I'm gonna make some laughter out of this, right? So things you discover when you go to a family funeral. Part 1. So remember that family member that you used to whisper about? Be like, wonder what he do for a living. Wonder how so-and-so always has those new bags and new fur coats and new designer shoes every time you see them. Why is so-and-so who's married to so-and-so now bringing somebody else around the family? Listen. Don't tempt me with a good time, T. I was talking to my my nephew yesterday, and he told me the same thing. He was like, Auntie, you need to write this book. He's like, this would be such a page turner. Because I was like, I didn't know that such and such and so had happened. And see, this is what happens when you're like the baby of the family. They treat you like the baby of the family. And even though you're a grown behind woman with your own kids and your own life, whatever, they're still like whispers in the dark and all this stuff. And I'm like, I'm the last one to talk about. I like this mascara, by the way. This is the LYS mascara. I really like this. I like the wand. I love the curvature. It gives you a nice volume and gives me some separation too. Because you know my lashes love to gang up, right? Gang, gang, gang. So even though I try to separate them, they still want to clump together. But I feel like this gave me a nice separation. So come to find out, there were some children that were not of birth. There were some people that, you know, show up and you're just like, oh, how are you? Oh, relations that we didn't even know was relations. Okay. I say at my own father's funeral. Okay. Because you know I keep it a buck with y'all. At my own father's funeral, girls were late, well, essentially girls, women were coming up to me after the funeral, like, I don't know if you remember me, but I knew you when you were 3 years old, and Dara used to bring me around you. And I'm like, who are you, lady? And you're saying you knew me when I was 3 and you expect me to remember you? Like, why would I remember you at 3? How would that be possible? Hey, Susan. Hey. So and so that you call cousin, who's not your real cousin. I'm like, what? I thought you were like, what? And you're not, what? That part. I'm trying to open this LYS lipstick, so that's why I'm looking down, y'all. What else? Oh yes, the money, the property, yes, and we have some of that too. We have some of that too, and also we have people who come out of the woodwork saying, "Oh yes, she told me that she wanted to give me da 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 when she passed." Girl, she did not. You know damn well she did not. But that's what you want to claim? Okay. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Wow. I got this one just out of curiosity because I haven't tried any of the LYS lipsticks before. And this one is called Rich AF. I think the lip bar also has one that's Rich AF too. But this is their Speak Love Moisture Matte Lipstick. It is moisturizing. That's for sure. Look how bright that red is. Okay. And of course, all LYS has the pink packaging with the rose gold. So I it. Those are some of my favorites. I will put a link to all the goodies in the description box once this cycles through. Hey, Ray of Sunshine. Hi. Yeah, property. Oh, you don't like this one? You don't like this red? It's called Rich AF. I don't know. It's too much. It's really bright. It is really bright. But I don't know. Maybe with, my hoodie, it's not picking up, or maybe it's reading really bright. The red looks good, but I think I would suggest a liner with it for this time of year, perfect for summer. Okay. Okay. Let me see. I have a red liner, so let's see if we line it a little at the bottom. Get more definition if it will. Tone it down a little bit. Let's see. Okay. So that's with the liner on. I don't know. I thought with holidays coming that this would be perfect, but you guys saying it's too much? It's okay. Maybe when you pull it all together, it will look different. No, I mean, it is bright. Make sure I don't get on my teeth. Yeah, that's what I was kind of had in my back of my mind, Susan, like French girl. Because they live for their red lips. And then remember, I did put the glossy lip treatment oil on. I didn't wipe it off. So maybe with that gloss, and then this does have a little bit of gloss in it as well. Maybe that's why it's a little too bright, a little too glossy. So I don't know. All right, let's look at, hang on, let's look at another lippy. Trying to think if I have another lippy. Okay. Now see if I mat it down. See, when I mat it down and take some of that glide off, it looks more, it makes it look more matte. So it makes it look more cohesive. So it's not too much gloss. I think that's what's throwing it off, the glossy part of it. But mat it down. Take the shine down. Wow. Let's see. Yeah, too glossy. Okay. So now it's matted down. Ray said, yeah, that's cool. Yes, that's much better. Okay. So it's the gloss that's throwing you guys off. No problem. This is what we do, babes. It's still bright, but it isn't screaming summer anymore. It's passable. Looks like you kissed it off. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yep. Listen, you can make anything work, honey. It's all just only makeup. And that's the thing about my cousin too. I should add. She didn't wear makeup. She didn't wear makeup. She might wear a lipstick every now and then. But she pretty much didn't do anything to her face. She didn't do um foundation or anything like that. But she loved my channel because she loved finding out about the latest beauty products or the latest skincare. She loved my hand creams. When I used to, put hand creams on her, she's like, "Oh, did you show this on your show? Did you show that on your show?" So, we would talk about that. So G Beck says boyfriend got more on him than you do. Not yet, but he will. He will. I think the tissue got more than my boyfriend did right about now. But yeah, so she loved hearing about that, and I love sharing it with her. So I'm gonna miss our talks. I'm gonna miss our laughs. I'm gonna miss our quiet moments in between talking. Not yet, but on Bella After Dark, things happen. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Um, and we might have a little surprise for you coming up on a Bella After Dark. I'm workshopping it still, but we'll see. We'll see if he goes for it. Um, but yeah, I'll miss that. Um, one of her babies sent me her music playlist, so I've been listening to that and enjoying her music taste. She was the one that first taught me about um, Sugar Hill Gang. I first heard that with her. The first time I saw Prince in a music video, um, I think it was a music video. No, it was on American Bandstand. Yeah, I remember that. I know I'm dating myself. American Bandstand. And we were watching it together, and we both were like just glued to the TV. It was so amazing. I love it. I love it. Um, my condolences, Bella. That's a sweet gift, a playlist. Yeah, yeah. American Dance and Soul Train. Yes, yes. Weren't those the staples? Oh man, those were the staples. So I remember Prince being on American Bandstand and me and my cousin watching it, not saying anything to each other, just looking, both of us, looking at the TV like, oh my God. And then afterwards, we talked about everything. Oh my God, his hair looks so beautiful. Oh my God, his eyes are so mesmerizing. And at that time, we didn't know whether they were like a hazel or green. They just looked so like mysterious. And then, what he was wearing, like, oh my God, like for a man, like, you wouldn't think a man would wear something like that, but it looked so cool on him, right? Prince could make anything look divine. And she loved traveling. Um, so I was showing her pictures of Paris and pictures of Italy and just, uh, 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 uh. This is the best gift I could have gotten was her playlist. Best gift I could have gotten. Soul Train. Do 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 do. Soul Train. Soul Train. Do 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 do. Hey! People all over the world. Remember that? I loved it. Music is one of the few things that can be completely on our own but still shareable. It's a beautiful gift. Yes, yes, isn't it? TC says American Bandstand whoop, whoop, on Saturdays after I clean the house. Yes. Um, Is like playing a playlist while cleaning up. Yes, yes. Kat says Prince wasn't scared of not looking masculine. He did it for the art. That's right. That's right. He did. He did the 3 degrees. Yes. Was solid gold at night? I think solid gold was at night. Solid gold was at night, but Soul Train and American Bandstand were on during the day. But I think I remember Solid Gold at night, either like at 7 or 8 o'clock at night. It was one of those at one of those times. But man, bringing it back in the day, back, and all the artists, right, that came through there. Man, I got to see Revolution live twice after Prince passing. Really, GT back? That's awesome. That's awesome. That band, man, he put together some amazing artists, right? Amazing artists. I could not believe. I'm going to put a little bit more of my highlighter on. Now I'm going to tweak stuff now that we finished so fast. I feel like, oh, there it is. My cousin loved when I wore shiny things on my eyeballs, as she says. I love it, cuz, when you wear those shiny colors on your eyeballs. That was her. That was her. Oh, man, I can hear her laughing at me now. Why you told him that, cuz? But I did. So funny. So funny. And I think of like my style goddess. I think of her. Like, I wanted a rabbit fur coat when I was young because she had a rabbit fur coat. I wanted to learn how to ice skate because she knew how to ice skate. Everything I got from my cuz. Shiny things for your eyeballs. Yes. That's what she used to say. My cousin used to say to me, I love when you put the, because she didn't know like the names of different stuff. So she was like, I love when you put the shiny things on your eyeballs. She's like, when is that part coming? Because she'd be texting me while the live stream was going on. It's like, when you go put the shiny thing on your eyeball? Gold leotards. Woo, child. Yes. I had a gold leotard. Yes, raise your hand if you had a gold leotard and you had the bands across your forehead, like the girls. Remember Rosie Perez used to wear one headband around her forehead? Oh my God. Oh my God. I remember that. I remember going to school one day. This is a high school. I had my hair out and it was all curly and wild, much like today. And I had my white headband on and then my white lace gloves. You could tell me nothing. You could not tell me I was not one of Prince's like backup dancers or something. What? What? Your girl was fly. Oh my God, leg warmers. Yes. Yes, Susan. Yes. Yes, leg warmers. I had them in every color, right? Because you had to have them in every color to match your outfit. Okay. And every time I went to ballet, she would make me take them off because she didn't like them in the as we were practicing. But I used to wear them every time I went to class. And then when I did like American dance or African dance, I would I could keep my leggings on then. But for ballet, she always used to make me take them off. But yep, my headbands, my white lace gloves. Now I got shiny eyes just thinking about it, painted pictures and all. Come on, G, back with your shiny eyeballs. Okay. Yes, TC. Tell them you weren't complete without them leg warmers. You better go ahead. And remember the lead jeans? And we had to have those lead jeans in every single color. Every single color. And then when the designer jeans came out, remember the Jordache jeans and let's see, I had the Jordache jeans, I had the Gloria Vanderbilt jeans. Remember Gloria Vanderbilt? Oh my God. You know, she was Anderson Cooper's mother. That was his mother, Gloria Vanderbilt. Honey, you wasn't nobody if you didn't have on no Gloria Vanderbilt jeans or the Jordache jeans. Say what now? What? You wasn't stepping, honey. You were not stepping unless you had them on. That part. The flash dance sweatshirts, yes, with the shoulder. Oh my God. Okay. You better stop it. You better stop it right now. You better stop it right now with that one shoulder. What? And then your tank underneath. What? As a matter of fact, I have two Brown Girl Bella shirts that I bought like that, and I had them done with my logo when I first got my logo. I had two shirts made. It says Lips, Lashes, and Luxury, and then it says Brown Girl Bella on it, and it has the off the shoulder. What? What? Yeah, that was his mama, Gloria Vanderbilt. Mm-hmm. Yep. And you had to match BGG. We did not play about our matching skills. What? What? Come on. Who remembers the Kango? Who remembers the Kango? The Kango hats and the name buckle belts? What? 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 I had two because my boyfriend at the time had got me one, but he got it with the name Sha on it. So it just said SHA. And my father hated nicknames for me. Like if you he nicknamed me Princess. So if you wanted to, call me Princess, that was fine. But I only allowed him to call me Princess. So my cousins used to call me Shasha. And my father used to be like, that's not her name. Her name is Shannon, not Shasha. But again, to tease me, they would call me Shasha or Princess Shasha. Anyway, he had gotten me this name buckle thing that said Sha. And I wore it and my father saw it and he was like, what is that? And I was like, oh, it's a name belt. Everybody's wearing them now. He was like, well, where's the rest of your name? And I was like, oh, my boyfriend got this for me. And he put Shaw on it because that's what he likes to call me. He's like, your name is Shannon. And so he went to the mall. There was a mall on like Flatland Avenue. And it had like all the lead jeans, and they also did all the name belts, the Kangos, the Kazals. They had the sunglasses, and so he went in there and got me one that said Shannon. He said, "This is the one you wear." Yep, yep. Um, Kango is still my thing. Yeah. I got when I went to Barbados. I don't know if you saw the hat that I had on. It kind of reminds me of that. They call them bucket hats now, but it's reversible. So on one side it's all white, and then on the other side it's white with like a pink design on it. Brown girl shy now. Yes, cat. Yes, cat. I could see myself roller skating around in the big circle wearing all of that, thinking I was cool. Yes, Susan, because you were, honey. You were cool. What about the gold zippered jeans? Which jeans were that? Oh my gosh. Okay. So trying to think what other jeans there was. I know the Gloria Vanderbilt because that was a swan. And then the Jordache jeans were the horses. What were the other ones? I don't know. Were Guess jeans out then too? I can't remember. Calvin Klein, yes. Calvin Klein's, yes. Remember Run DMC? Calvin Klein is no friend of mine. Don't want nobody's name on my behind. I was like, oh, well, I got his name on my behind. Yes. And what's the name? Not Bo Derek. Oh gosh. Brooke Shields. No one comes between me and my Calvins. Remember that? Remember that commercial? No one comes between me and my Calvins. I was like, okay, girl. Gold diggers. Oh gosh. What were they? I can't remember. Oh my gosh, y'all are bringing me back. He must have knew somebody named Sha he didn't like. Yeah, maybe G-Back, but he definitely did not like that. And then that's why I don't use nicknames to this day. Oh wow, yeah, on my behind too. Now jeans are not popular like back then. So interesting. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I rarely wear jeans anymore. Once in a while. Once in a while. Oh, I can't remember what brand that was. Ray. Guess were around that time. Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, geez. What else? I can't remember what the other jeans were. I wish certain things like large shoulder pads, wide leg jeans, and leg warmers never went out of style. Well, wide leg jeans are back. Wide leg jeans are back. Because I have a pair in black that I have, and now they have those barrel jeans. I haven't gotten a pair of barrel jeans because, like I said, I don't wear jeans that much. But I do remember the shoulder pads were trying to come back. I have a couple of pieces that have like exaggerated shoulder pads, like the 80s. Excuse me. But I don't remember like it being like as big as they were then. I mean, they're popular, but not as big as they were back then. And leg warmers, I don't know, leg warmers, they didn't bring that one back. And that was a cool look. That was a cool look. I love me an exaggerated shoulder pad. Yes. I I wore this white outfit when I went down this last time to Alabama. And it was like the parachute pants. Remember what's his name? The one that did hip hop and danced. I can see him. MC Hammer. Kind of like the MC Hammer pants. So they're white like that. Yeah, MC Hammer. Say what you want. Say what you want. But those damn barrel pants totally remind me of those damn MC Hammer pants. Parachute pants. Yes, parachute pants. That's what it's called. So I had a pair of white ones on, and I had a white top, and the white shirt that I had the exaggerated shoulder pads in it. So I'll have to wash that and wear it one day on one of my lives. I was like, I'm looking cute. I'm looking cute with my Givenchy sneakers. Yeah, the matching windbreakers. Oh, yes. And remember those Sergio Tacani warm-ups? He had come out with like a new iteration of them that was really, really cute. I did the marketing for him when he did those. And I was supposed to be sent like the pink and green ones because they asked me like what, size I was or whatever. And I never did get them. I never did get them. But yeah, he had a really cute pair of warm-ups in pink and green that I really liked. Parachute pants. Man, you bringing it back. Mm-mm-mm. All right, babes. So it's been an hour. I thank you so much for coming on and hanging out with me and sharing a little bit of this fashion flashback and some of the LYS products that I love. Like I said, I'll leave a link for all of the things that I got in the description box. I used to have a discount code, but the program that LYS was a part of, they're no longer a part of it. So I'm waiting for them to unveil the new platform that they're on. And then hopefully, we can get that up and rolling again. Redid my nails while I was there in Alabama also. And so back down to active length from my beautiful almond shaped nails. So I'm going to be doing, a lot more nail content because, that's another passion of mine. I love, the designs on the nails. I love plain polish too. And this one is one that I use pretty often, this type of wineish, plummy brown color. I use Lincoln Park After Dark, the OPI, a lot. And this kind of reminds me of that. This is a gel polish, but it does remind me of the Lincoln Park After Dark. It's not as dark as that one, but definitely one that I do a lot. All right, babes. Mooncat is 20% off right now, y'all. Oh, really? Okay, I have to go and check it out because I saw Alicia's nails on something, mindly going through YouTube, and it was like a really pretty, like grayish color. I don't know what the video was about, but I remember her nails looking so pretty. I was like, "Ooh, I need to try that," because I always wanted to get that tool that turns it into like the pretty metallic colors and stuff. I always wanted to get that. So now that I have my natural nails back again, I will look into that. But yeah, this is gel, and I'll probably have it on for another week or two, and then we'll start playing in some nail polish. So look for more nail polish stuff later on. Thank you for watching. Thank you for coming in and keeping me company and lifting my spirits, because believe it or not, you really did lift my spirits a whole lot. Yeah, and they do have the best formulas and metallics. I definitely want to grab a couple. All right. Later, G, back to you too. You guys have a great week as well. Thank you, Susan. You have a great week. I love you all. Noel, you are going live at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Western. Is that right? Guys, don't forget to go over and show Makeup Esquire some love. Hello Taco and Mooncat are the two polished brands I recommend. Okay, Kat. Okay, I don't have Holo Taco either, but I heard that was good. Yes, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Okay, great. So see you all then. And until then, you have been bellified. Thank you for indulging me and sharing some of my favorite memories of my cousin Vet, as well as some of my favorite LYS products. And I will see you all very, very soon. Love you for watching. You have now been bellified.